but it's time to turn it up a notch, okay? I think we're ready to move on to the next part of our show. You ready, Frank?
I hope so.
You hope so. Well, stay ready. You never have to get ready. Next up, we're moving into our physical challenge round. So in this section of the show, we're getting a little physical. You know, it's easy to say all the right stuff. Y'all sound so beautifully polished and beauty pageantry-like. And we love it. Very nice, beautiful women. But let's see what happens when we put that to action a little bit. So hopefully we learn a little bit more about these ladies here, because it's tough, Frank. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't date women, so I have a hard time with finding the blockers with women. But we're gonna figure it out, especially with this physical challenge round.
We're gonna figure it out.
You ready?
Yeah. Watch this. Draw a sketch of what our lives would look like 10 years into the future if we make a connection here today in less than 2 minutes or less. So I'm gonna run that one more time. Can I run it one more time?
Yep, let's run it back.
All right. Draw a sketch of what our lives would look like 10 years into the future if we make a connection here today in in 2 minutes or less.
Okay, so we're gonna set a timer and draw what your future will look like in any type of way. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go.
I was waiting on the elevator music to play.
I don't know what that is, girl. But you will explain.
No, we cannot draw.
This must be fun.
Do you know how to draw or sketch or anything?
No.
No.
That's not my area of expertise. I'm more like a stick figure person.
Stick figure person?
I'm not going to be drawing anything elaborate.
All right.
Yeah.
How you feeling about the matches over here, the ladies?
Good. I mean, we're starting to get somewhere. I think, I feel like they're still holding in a little bit. We'll see if this, like you said, we're turning it up a notch.
We're turning it up a notch.
Turning it up a notch. Yeah.
Now, as far as ranking who's a blocker, who's not, are you still kind of in the same position? Has it changed a little bit?
I would say we're about the same.
Okay.
We're about the same.
About the same. So I think with that one, we said Juliana's possibly a blocker. And you think Talina is here for the right reason to make a connection. And Thalissa probably a blocker as well, huh?
It's not a strong yes.
It's not a strong
at
yes.
all, but it's a yes.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, if you choose love based off of these drawings,
I am not Picasso either.
All right, 3.
Yeah.
this is 2 minutes.
Yes,
2, 1, and that's it. Boom. All right. Let's turn over our sketch boards. Let's turn them over. Let's see what we got. Okay. What are you seeing as you look at these here drawings? Interpret their drawings for them.
Okay. So it looks like we are somewhere tropical.
Yes.
I see a palm tree. Yep. Could be Florida, could be the islands, but I see water. So it could be still either one. And I see my dreads and my beard, so I like that. And something is in your hand. It looks like a flower. Could be a flower. It looks round at the top.
Or a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see no legs and arms. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. So it's giving, in 10 years from now, we're going to be...
We're going to be abroad. That's what it's giving.
Okay. You want to move abroad?
I'm with it.
You with it? Definitely. Tell us a little bit about what you drew and why.
Okay, so the idea was that we would be somewhere tropical, hopefully bi-coastal. Love Chicago, but the winters here are brutal. So 10 years from this exact moment, January, we would be somewhere warm. That little flower stick baby thing was actually a drink that was not finished. But just manifesting, somewhere tropical, somewhere warm, and we're financially secure and have the privilege to be there and here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a future
so I wasn't
you like?
far off?
You wasn't far off? You like that future? You like the sound of that?
You know what? I do have a love affair with my city, though.
Bi-coastal.
I do, right? Yeah, but so maybe a little bit back and forth. But I'm true blue to the city. But I wouldn't mind moving somewhere more. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
All right.
I like how y'all drew the beard and everything. Okay.
And she put you in it, so that's a good sign, right?
Okay.
All righty. Tell me about yours, Juliana.
I put on some weight apparently.
That's the muscles, because you
Yes,
working
it
hard.
is. Yeah, he's got broad
blocky.
shoulders. That's why I was trying to draw that. But here, this is the Eiffel Tower.
Ah.
So this is that, and we were in Paris, and more so wasn't able to draw it, but more so like growth-wise of like where we are from now up in there, and that's kind of where the hearts are at, of just the growth and the journey of how we've changed and evolved. And now we're visiting the city and just kind of reminiscing in that and like sitting in that.
Okay. Beautiful. So I see some aspirations abroad, which is a beautiful thing. I wonder if y'all be saying if it was the summer. This is June or July. Y'all be like, no, we staying here. Because the Chi is lit in the summer, as we all know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anybody that's from here has even visited here, right? So, but yeah, interesting. And when I saw that, I thought I didn't know what I was looking at first, but yeah, the Eiffel Tower makes sense. I thought those were birds, though. I didn't know they were hearts.
Oh no, they're hearts. And I forgot to put your hair, so you kind of have like one little alfalfa.
Oh, shoot.
But that was
Your hairline receded, baby. Your hairline receded.
I got about 3 years left. Don't do that to me, Sherrod. I got a few years left of my life.
But he's got
It's
a
already-
strong beard line.
Strong. She said that. Went bye-bye. Okay.
I'll just go bald. I don't need this hair anyway. It costs too much.
You got the beard for it, so it makes up.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You got. That's all you need.
So I'm going to interpret this as Lake Michigan, because you said you like Chicago so much and the sun is setting over Lake Michigan and y'all got a house right by Lake Michigan. And she said, nah, hell nah, girl. Tell me about your drawing here.
No, I love the concept of being a snowbird. So I love leaving the city and going down to Florida or somewhere nice. And I definitely want to have like a beach house. That is us on the beach under an umbrella. And that is a doggy because I want a dog.
What kind of dog?
You know, I really want a doodle or a poodle. But this one looks small, but that's because I didn't know how to draw the other ones. So it's a concept of a dog. It's the concept. And then this is a house, and I love bonfires, so we can sit by the fire when the sun is setting. So romantic.
Yes, and elaborate.
Well,
So-
yes.
All right, so yeah, it looks like everybody's ready to get out of this weather, and it's just some fun in the sun, from what I'm gathering. That's the common interest. Yeah.
Any follow-up question for these ladies?
A follow-up question? No, not necessarily. I'm just paying attention to the detail that everybody went into, and what you said about it, like how you drew it and what you said. I'm more paying attention to that.
So you remember the premise of this show, right?
I
Who
absolutely
are these
do.
people here trying to block?
Who's trying to block?
So if we, no, I'm saying that's the premise of the show.
Oh.
So if you got a chance to ask a follow-up question, we should probably ask something that's gonna help us determine who the blocker is.
Good idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I got one.
Okay, let's hear it.
If I were to say, emphasis on the if, I were to say I didn't want to move anywhere and I wanted to stay here, how accepting would you be of that position and our lives moving forward?
I would say for me, home to me is wherever my love is. And if that's what my man, or in this case, you wanted to do, I would be down to stay in Chicago, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
We can take girls trips.
With the exception of occasional girls' trips.
Yes, we like girls trips.
Love
we like
girls
girls
trips.
trips. We like girls trips. We might all be friends. If y'all don't make the connection, we can be friends. Okay. Hey, what about you, Juliana?
All right, I would say if you were my partner, then we would have to compromise. So we wouldn't maybe have to necessarily move, but can we still travel? Can we go still do things? Can we have experiences outside of just the city? Because as much as I love the city, I'm also similar. I don't like the cold. I just don't function as well. I like being warm. I thrive when it's warm out and I just get to be myself. And I just love feeling like the heat too. So I would say definitely as long as you're open to traveling, we can stay here, but we'd have to be able to be mobile. And are you open to that?
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't like being in the same place. So, and yeah, the if was emphasized for a reason, and it was strong for a reason, because I'm actually open to moving around, but it would have to be like something that I would really like. But yeah, compromise is very necessary. So,
Okay, good. I'd like to hear that.
I do.
What about you, Selena?
I just moved here, so obviously I want to live in the city, but I specifically said a snowbird because I do want to get out the city when it gets cold, and it just looks so enticing when I see other people do it, and I'm like, that sounds amazing. So as long as you're okay with me having a house or a condo where it's warm, we're good to go.
Okay.
But that's not going to change.
How you feel about that,
Loud and
Frank?
clear.
That for 10 years.
You said speaking on that for 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get these sketches out the way. Get y'all hands free. How do you feel about that, Frank?
It's good. I think I'm getting a little bit more information to really be able to determine who's who.
To determine.
Can I make a quick statement real quick? So I would say based off that answer, I would say, Juliana she just kind of rung a green flag, not a red flag, a green flag as the person who is interested in me. So.
All right, yeah. What about the other two ladies? Still kind of unsure? Has it turned a notch in any way?
I don't think I'm the worst person in the world to them, but just based off of just that piece, that iteration of the game, I think, Juliana was she gave me the most in-depth answer. So that's what I'm basing this off of.
But we don't know. We're still trying to figure it out. So let's move on to our next physical challenge. Come on, because we gotta get this thing fired up. I'm still a little lukewarm over here. I like a little fire. I like a little spice. Come on, está lista.